All right, I got a quick one for you, and later on, I have another video coming out. I want you guys to tune in on. Basically, we're gonna go and read some fan reactions. We're gonna read comments, social media on the whole Gennady Golovkin and firing Abel Sanchez. We're gonna get a feel for what the boxing community thinks, in general, because you can do that. You can kind of tap in and kind of get a feel for how everybody is thinking. And I already know, but we'll do that on the next video. But right now, like I told you guys in my other video, as new details emerge, I'll bring them to you. My last video, we talked about it. Gennady Golovkin fires Abel Sanchez. And I said, go listen to the video. I said it's most likely about money. And apparently it was just that. It was about money. But the way Gennady Golovkin did it was kind of dirty. Okay, it's kind of dirty. And, I don't know how to feel about this because, when you think Gennady Golovkin, you think integrity, honor, he kind of, takes care of his people, takes care of his own, the people's champion, right? So the way he's acting now, in my opinion, it's a little bit selfish and self-centered, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And maybe there's more to the story, but I think it boils down to money. So look, let me read what Gennady Golovkin released to the public, and then I want to read the latest of what Abel Sanchez said. He goes into detail of how it happened and, what he offered Abel because, that was the thing. Abel wasn't happy with the offer. Okay, so Gennady, and you guys know, so I'll make it quick. He says right here, I would like to announce that I've made a major decision for myself and for my career. I want to build on what I've already achieved and continue to better myself. Therefore, I will not be training with Abel Sanchez. This was not an easy decision for me and is not a reflection on Abel's professional abilities. He's a great trainer, a loyal trainer, and a Hall of Fame trainer. Okay, and a Hall of Fame trainer. Now, Abel Sanchez. So I told you guys, probably about money. He goes on to say right here, well, let me back up real quick. By the way, in case you guys don't know, Gennady Golovkin is going to be returning to the ring June 8th to fight the one and only Steve Rolls, right? Madison Square Garden in New York City, of course. But here, let's get into it. Big money makes greedy people. Big money. Big money, $100 million, people, $100 million, okay, said Sanchez. Okay, it's all about money. I was given a take it or leave it, okay? Take it or leave it, okay? Take it or leave it offer to take, are you ready? Drum roll, are you ready? 1/5 of what I was earning before. What? Wait, what? 1/5. Okay, I did my part, did my job. According to Sanchez, he met with Golovkin and his lawyer on March 19th. Okay, when they informed him that the boxer was basically changed his mind on things. Sanchez would have to get paid a new fixed amount. Okay, quote, air quote, fixed amount instead of a percentage deal. Okay. Unfortunately, it seems that things do not change in business. Greedy and ungrateful people and no honor. Wow, Sanchez said. He signs a $100 million contract and insults me with a number that my dignity and pride just won't allow me to take it or leave it on a crazy new number for a trainer, pay-wise, okay? Now, just stick with me here, okay? He says here, Sanchez was never provided with an answer for the pay cut, okay? So he's like, well, why am I getting a pay cut? Never given an answer. Give me something so that I can sleep at night, okay? Abel said, look, Golovkin, give me something so I can sleep at night. Like, this is bullshit. 1/5? Like, that's a joke. I mean, you're getting $100 million on top of the, whatever he's already made in the sport of boxing, $40-50 million. I mean, it's a lot. It is a lot. Okay. Then on Tuesday, Golovkin and his brother, okay, they're talking about Max, informed Abel Sanchez that he was being replaced. Okay. I thanked him, said, okay, followed my guys on their 55-minute run, and he was gone. Sanchez said, I knew this was inevitable weeks ago, but I think it's unfortunate after he signed a $100 million contract It's disheartening and heartbreaking. I mean, that's just hard. Look, like I said, I'm really starting to lean towards Abel here. It's disheartening and heartbreaking about the honor of man. I never try to sugarcoat anything. I always expect the same of everyone. Okay, so let's break it down. Okay, basically, Gennady Golovkin signs his $100 million 6-fight deal with DAZN. Okay, he's paying Abel Sanchez about 10% on every other fight. So let's say Gennady Golovkin, makes, let's just say he makes, $10 million on a fight, right? Throwing a number out there. That means Abel Sanchez, he's getting that 10% of that 10 million. Okay, now he's trying to say he wants to give him 1/5 of that. I mean, do the math on it. It's crazy. And remember, here's something you got to keep in mind. Abel Sanchez was with Gennady Golovkin when he was making nothing. There are plenty of fights. I mean, you can go back, what was it, 07, 08, where he was making nothing, okay? Taking a risk on Gennady Golovkin, and not to mention, he was his star pupil, right? I mean, he invested years of time and effort and energy in building Gennady Golovkin up, so I don't know. I simply don't understand it. Now, let's say Gennady Golovkin, he's getting $100 million, all right? Now, what's 10% of that? $10 million. So, here's what bugs me. So, $90 million, okay, over, what is it, a 3-year deal? So, Golovkin gets $90 million, Abel gets $10 million. Golovkin 90, Abel 10. And even Abel Sanchez said, I tried to negotiate, like let's negotiate. What if I get, 70%? What if I get, 6 million and you get 93 million? What if I get 5 million and you get $95 million? There wasn't any type of negotiation. He said, he just basically ignored him. He sent a counter offer. Abel sent a counter offer to Gennady Golovkin, and there was no reply. No reply. None whatsoever. Like I said, they met with the lawyer, and that's when Abel knew that, he was about to get the axe. And then, you had Gennady Golovkin, Max, they call up Abel, and they just say, sorry, we're parting ways. And in between that time, Abel sent Gennady Golovkin a counteroffer, which I'm sure was, it was probably less than the traditional 10%, and he never replied. He ignored him. Now, and I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm very honest on my channel. The reason I created a YouTube channel was so I could be honest and I could express how I truly feel. That's what's unique about every channel. I don't pander to a certain audience, and I don't try to say things to gain subs. I tell you from the heart, from my mind, what I think, and I think this is just a shit move on Golovkin. I really do, and I've lost a lot of respect. Whether you like Abel Sanchez or not, whether you think he deserves it or not, whatever your argument might be, when you're getting, even at 10%, $90 million to go box, okay? Now, it's not like Gennady Golovkin is running the country or running some corporation. We're talking about, keep in mind, we're talking about boxing here. Okay, we're talking about Golovkin getting in there with guys like Steve Rolls. Now, and also, look at the competition. Golovkin's going to get, whatever it may be, $20 million or what the hell ever, to go fight someone like Steve Rolls. So you're getting paid that kind of money to fight guys like Steve Rolls, and you can't give your trainer 10%? I mean, come on, guys, hear me out. Think about this. Think about, your stepdad or your dad, or whoever it may be that's been close to you, for the past decade. You get $100 million, and you can't give this guy 7 million, 8 million, It's crazy to me, absolutely crazy. And again, we're not talking about per fight. He's saying over the next 3 years, $10 million would be 10%, right? So if if I'm a fighter and I get $100 million, my trainer's right next to me here, and I say, okay, I'm going to give you 10%, over the course of 3 years. So it's not like Abel's getting 10 million per fight. You got to average that out over 6 fights. And if you average that out over 6 fights, he's getting what, 1.2, 1.3 million per fight? right? Meanwhile, Gennady Golovkin's getting, 20 million or whatever it may be. So, when you really break down the numbers and you look at it like that, when you make it a numbers game, I just, man, it's dirty. It's a dirty move. And, I hate to say it, but it is. It's dirty. That's grimy, that's slimy, it's dirty, and I don't like it. I simply don't like it. I think, there's, like Abel said, there is no honor. There is no dignity in that. There's no reason for that when you're making that kind of money. And I'm not saying just throw your money around, all willy-nilly, like give people, but you're talking about a guy that helped you get to where you're at. Golovkin wouldn't be where he is at without Abel Sanchez, right? I mean, it's a fact. It's a fact. They were a team like Pacquiao, Roach, they're a team. So I don't know, guys. I mean, just what do you think? Like I said, I'm going to make another video, and we're going to really delve deep into this and read comments. And like I said, it seems a little bit mixed, but I'll save it. I'll save it. So what do you guys think? Is this a dirty move on Golovkin? Did he do the right thing? And if I'm wrong, tell me how I'm wrong. So leave it below.